Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Odio, and I'm here today to review Predator, Killer of Killers for You. Yes, it's a new Predator movie. I love those. This one's an anthology, which means a whole bunch of stories. Let's get into this. All right, thanks for coming, Internet. Yeah, it's me, Odio, and I'm here talking about Predator, Killer of Killers. Now, this is an animated, like our anime style, computer animated, whatever movie. It's not live action. And I think this is the first time I've seen anything like this. And I got to tell you, I'm a pretty big Predator guy. I love the original Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's definitely one of my top movies of all time. I love the sequel. I don't care. I even loved AVP Requiem. I like the extended cuts. Whatever. Give it all to me. I like it all. You know what I mean? I'm a big Predator guy. I also like Aliens, so when they combine, that was pretty cool. But here we're just gonna be talking about what I think they always should have done, which is a TV show. I would love to see Predator of the Week type thing where they come in and fight a different person in each era. And here we go. The Predator Killer of Killers is an anthology. Oh, yes, that's multiple stories all wrapped into one overarching story. I loved it. The three separate stories they're unique and you get different characters from different eras. Oh, I really enjoyed it. Let's get into it. I'm going to go over some of the stuff that takes place in it, but it's pretty cool overall movie. I haven't seen a lot of anthology movies, but I really like this. Maybe this is a good format.
Oh, how convenient!
So the first story in the anthology is called The Shield. It's like way back in the Viking times. And this is a revenge story, sort of a vengeance type of tale. We're following Ursa. She's like a shield maiden type character. She's totally awesome. She has two shields with like the tops broken off. And they have like these sharp points. And she like slides into dudes, chops off their heads and arms and stuff. It is awesome. She has a horrendous backstory of like a horrible death for her father that she's trying to avenge. She has her own kid, goes on this trail of murder. And in this, she's got her own little Viking crew, and they're pretty much the top killers. So they go in and you get to watch this really cool fight. And like I said, it's animation style, so it is weird at first. It took me a minute to get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's great. I really liked it actually. It's smooth cuts and stuff like that. The blood and stuff was awesome. You get kills you're not going to see in live action. It's so cool to see them like chopping through dudes. So after she, goes off and seeks revenge or whatever, we get to my favorite part of the anthology, the Predators. They really get to be the star in this, and I'll tell you why. Each story has a different Predator, stuff you haven't even seen before. The first guy that comes out against the Viking, he is gigantic. He's like a cave troll. He's even missing an arm, and he's got this crazy like pulse rifle that he slams into the ground and can shoot and destroy rocks and stuff. And they all have to the Vikings just have to go at him. Oh man, the fight is awesome. When I was watching, I was like, oh yeah, let's go. Okay. Blood was flying, the troll was killing people left and right, and Ursa's coming at it with like everything she's got. It was awesome. It was just a Predator versus people with just swords, shields, and axes. And the fights are great. Like I really enjoyed Ursa's character too. She was just no nonsense, never give up, never surrender.
Never give up! Never surrender!
And then at the completion of her little part of the story and everyone's little part of the story, they always get frozen. Like they're the top, killer or whatever of that. Because these predators only want the killer of killers, right? That's what the title's all about. So Ursa does manage to she takes down the predator. I mean, it's pretty awesome to see. Sorry, spoiler, but man, it was so cool when she goes with the two shields after him. And they all get taken and frozen. And you don't really see that happen right away, but when you get to the second story, it gets even crazier.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
And when I say crazier, like the second story is called The Sword, and it's what I wanted to see. Samurai ninjas with long swords. They're going to be fighting against the predator. It's about these two brothers who, kind of end up like all brothers in stories do. You get a cool backstory about them and their father, then they get separated. This one had a bit of a theme to it. They kept saying like, a tree will grow leaves. The leaves will grow at the same time, but they will fall at different times. Almost like the brothers are going to have to kill each other or something. And later on, when the brothers reconnect, they end up they're the top ninjas in the whole world. They're the best of the best, right? and we get another new Predator. And like I said earlier, the Predators are the star. I love this one. It's like a ninja Predator. It was all long and lanky and invisible, had these long blades, and it came out and they were like sword fighting with them. Oh, it was so cool. I was like, yes, ninja versus ninja. And the Ninja Predator looked totally different than the other ones. He had a different attack style and pattern and everything, and he seemed faster. It was really cool. And after seeing the big lunky cave troll from the first one, seeing the Ninja Predator like running around and stuff like that, it was awesome. I was having a blast.
Perfect.
And like I said earlier, the animation is really cool. It's bloody as all hell, though. They chop people up and everything, and they don't mind murdering everyone who shows up on the screen. And same thing, that story ends with that character sort of disappearing. And then we get into the third story of the anthology. I forgot. I think the character in the second one was called Kenji. The third one, it's we're following Torres, who's a World War II pilot. He seems more like a mechanic, but he's a pilot. He gets a little backstory about how he wants to fly, but he ends up being a mechanic, not actually getting in the cockpit and whatever. But eventually, of course, it's an anthology. There's going to be fighting in the air. So he goes up in the air with his plane, and lo and behold, they have to fight off the Germans. There's this big dogfight, and out of nowhere comes this cloaked ship, and I was like, wow, it's cool. We don't always get to see a lot of the Predator tech. We do here and there in little scenes and stuff like that, but not in depth. And seeing one come in the plane was pretty neat. And then I realized, I'm like, are they gonna stay in the plane the whole time? Oh yes, they are.
Oh, they fly now! They fly now? They fly now!
Yeah, they sure do. And we actually get a dogfight. It's so cool. Like all these World War II planes flying around the air with their machine guns going, trying to take down this cloaked Predator ship with like future tech. It's shooting harpoons out at them and sucking them out of the cockpit and stuff. It is it's so ridiculous looking. It's awesome. I loved it. And you see more Predator tech. You get to see the ship. You see what happens when it gets damaged. Totally different looking Predator in there too. He had like a bald head. He was like, oh, it was really cool. I loved it. Again, another awesome story. And the character sort of disappears at the end, which is when we get into the best part overall, the finale, the final act. And when you get here, this is what you've been waiting for. You get some answers.
Final round. Fight!
So for the finale story, we actually get all three of those characters woken up, and they're kind of in these frozen pods. You ever see Aliens? Anything like that, where they get frozen? Not like Demolition Man, where they're in the big ice cubes, but they're in like these little pods. Lots of stuff use that technology, but they use that here too. Makes sense though, because Alien versus Predator happened, so probably one of those pods is like that. That technology exists in their universe. Well, anyway, it's really cool. They all get put in a little arena together. And the World War II pilot can kind of speak Japanese with Kenji a little bit, which makes sense. They're on opposing sides of the war. They know the language or whatever, but no one can understand the Viking chick, Ursa, which is funny because she says a lot of profound things. But they don't really seem to name it or anything, but I guess this is the Predator home planet. Totally awesome. I loved it. There was this big crazy arena. They were supposed to kill each other to win a chance to fight this giant predator at the top. And again, another new predator. He was like some sort of, I'm just going to call him the champion predator. He looked strong, tall, and fast. Like he had it all going on. And one of them was they're going to kill each other to earn the chance to die by his hand. And the World War II, the handyman guy, like he's kind of displayed to have sort of like a power where he can touch machines and then he can sort of know how they work. So he starts to use the alien tech. The Viking chick can't understand anybody, so she's just attacking Kenji, and she's just out for vengeance. She wants to go to Valhalla, so he wants to die in battle.
Alrighty then.
Anyway, there are predators all over the place when they get up there, just all different types and everything. It was awesome. I loved it. I love that whole planet. I love seeing anything to do with the predators. All these different tech they start stealing and going off and whatever. And like you see later on, they have these big rows of frozen champions, or I guess they're champions. They're from all these other places, I assume. I don't think they're all human. They're probably not. But it was wicked to see that. I was like, wow, so they can keep putting out these anthologies, just keep thawing out people here and there and have them challenge down the predators. The final battle is great. You get to see a really cool fight. Blood is flying, weapons are going off, technology is getting used. You don't even know what's happening at some points. It was glorious. This is one of the funnest movies I've seen this year. It's such an easy recommend. If you like Predator, you're going to have a blast. It's like a TV show, but it's just all in one movie, all contained with one super fun story. I just loved it.
Nice.
Predator Killer of Killers is just a movie that gives you what you want from the Predator franchise. A bunch of different Predators being the star in multiple different stories, trying to kill people, getting killed themselves. You get lots of references to other things. They even show crop circles at one point. Of course, that pistol gets shown that you see in everything. Overall, it was just fantastic. The only part that I would honestly like to change just a little tiny bit would be the very, very ending. I don't want to spoiler it here because you should definitely go watch this movie. It's on Disney Plus or Hulu, whatever. But the ending is really good. But there's just something I would like to tie up a little bit better. But overall, I'm going to give this movie an 8.5 out of 10 on the odometer. Check it out. If you like Predator, you're going to like this. Even if you don't normally like animation, it's worth the watch. The blood, action, gore, interesting characters, fun story with a great conclusion that can keep it going for a long time. I don't know why. I saw another trailer for Predator Badlands coming out later on in the year. The Predator in that looks nowhere near as cool as any of the Predators you see in this. I hope they change it up before then. Use that one from the final battle there, the champion one. I'd like to see him. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching this far. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. And let me know, have you seen Predator Killer of Killers? What did you think of it? Let me know down below. And remember, everybody, stay out of trouble.